You can see that we had the 413 price that we chatted about in classroom. We had the 413 price right there, so it's the same price, of course. And that's obviously the same price. So you can already recognize the concept that we're trying to paint here. So this point here that we were chatting about, this point here was this point here, of course, on the screens. And now you can already recognize what we've drawn for you. We've drawn in a chart here that took you below 12. We paused at 12s. And obviously, when we saw that chart coming in here, we drew this line in for you here. We suggested it would trade 12s. We suggested, of course, at that stage, we suggested this would happen, possibly this would happen, possibly this would happen, and then we could possibly be looking down at a drive towards the 11s, yeah? So you can see how this played out, but the idea is understanding the storyline. With the SPY holding below the 14, the 413s, the 13 is in the money for all puts. Any selling will bring in hedging immediately, because obviously the delta is a lot higher, do you understand? If you're in the money, your delta is a lot higher than if you're out the money. So you're obviously going to use up all that premium really quickly. So you have to hedge it a lot more aggressively. It almost trades 1-to-1. So with all that money getting hedged 1-to-1, basically, if it fails to take 413 bid, this is going to be a fast money sell-off. So any selling will bring in hedging immediately. And with the gamma line all offered, selling top edges below the 13 SPY is the right trade to be on for the time being, basically. And obviously that selling coming in at 13s has obviously resulted in what you can see on the screens eventually developing here. So when we think about that as a storyline, it makes an awful lot of sense, doesn't it? Considering we gave you this call at 10 past 3, which there's 5 past 3 right there. So it was just into this phase of down candles here, as you remember. So you're obviously looking at this point here on the screens. So you still had an opportunity to start thinking about the possibility that if it fails again to take out 13s, the same story is likely to come true again, isn't it? So 10 likes on that one, Kim. Almost a record.